So I'm putting my president Bola Ahmed Tinubu on notice to know what is going on here. This man wants to annihilate the entire state. So he should quickly remove all the security agencies who from here. They are not obeying orders. They have been crying and they call him. They've been crying everywhere. It's like we're in a war zone. What's going on here, for God's sake?
Hello and welcome. I remain Josika. Today I want to bring you up to speed with the development and happenings in Imo State as regard to forthcoming election. The election is barely in 6 days time, but the tension is so high. And the news has always been the desperation or desperate moves by the incumbent governor to make sure that everybody is caught, everybody is annihilated, according to Senator Achonu, to allow him have his way in winning the election. And the one who keep asking, is this the way democracy is being run? I will not talk much on this. So I have about 4 major news, all centered on Imo State, based on the happenings and development towards the election. Number one, I will bring you up to speed with all the hotels in Imo State has all been booked. The governor gave order that no hotel shall operate and give anybody room 2 weeks before the election. And this resulted that the Home and Abroad Alumni Association of Old Owerri Girls, who came for their normal annual occasion, after booking hotel for more than a year ago in one of the hotels in Owerri. As you can see them stranded, they were stranded and nowhere to put up their head because the governor has given order that every hotel should be booked. And one will keep asking, who are the one to occupy this hotel? Many school of thought said the electoral officers, ANEC officers, commissioners, and what have you. They know better. But I don't know why one of the largest hotel residents in Nigeria is in Owerri. Owerri owns more any city in Nigeria. Forget about Abuja. Lagos, Owerri is one of the, in the southeast, one of the largest hosts of hotels is Owerri. But unfortunately, as we talk to you now, all are booked. And these wonderful souls are completely stranded, nowhere to stay. Some came from abroad, America, United States, Australia, for their annual convention. But unfortunately, no hotel to stay. After paying, and the hotel could not even report and call them and give them information. Oh, we're sorry. Your position has been overtaken by the governor. They never did anything. They ignored them. They came and to be stranded. And the question remains, where would they stay? In the midst of precarious, volatile state of the state, Imo State. Where would this one be? That's talk for another day. That's number one. Number two, we're talking about Senator Achonu has written a report to President Tinubu against Governor Hope Uzodinma, for he has cried out that his life has been in danger. I think at this juncture I want to allow him to air his view in this 3-minute video. Please take time to watch what he said.
Today, the 5th of November 2023. 6 days to the Imo governorship election. Around between 12 and 1 o'clock this afternoon, I was on my way to honor an invitation by the Anglican Church Synod at Obibezina in Owerri North. Only to, as we got to the venue, we saw, but as we were approaching, we saw, armed police stationed, strategically in their cars. So we wondered, what's going on? So as soon as we got there, we saw an APC blocking the entrance to the venue, and harsh-looking armed men, most of them wearing black, some carrying compacts, some carrying AK-47s. So, and they stopped us, they didn't allow us to go. There's another shooting in the air sporadically, scaring the bikers who are leading the convoys. All of them scampered for safety. So after a lot of shooting, I came down. I said, well, this is if they can take me, because I can't understand why I can't be allowed to go and worship God in Imo State. So I realized, so when I got there, they now claimed, first of all, they claimed that the governor was there. I said that somebody saw APC posters on the wall. So, but the people do not put it like them. Senator Achonu, because who saw it, they said no. So why are you preventing him from getting into the church premises? So, and I had to come down. I accosted one Ola, the notorious Ola of Tiger Bay. The man who has, so many lives have been lost in Imo State. And look at what they did to the NLC president. This governor is going mad. I had to call my security officer, called the GSS director, who said he was there with the commissioner of police. I now asked to speak with him. He called me and said he wants to talk to the officer. Commissioner of Police Imo State spoke to this Ola disobeyed him and blocked us from entering. Oh, as the shooting continued, I didn't want any life to be lost. I came out and I told him, I was pointing at him. I told him that I was going to expose him to Nigerians today. And if he doesn't leave this state today, or let's say this by Monday, I'll know that this government wants to annihilate us. So I'm putting my president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on notice to know what is going on here. This man wants to annihilate the entire state. So he should quickly remove all the security agencies who go from there. They are not obeying orders. There's a killer squad in Ohajebem as well. They have been crying and they call him Kill and Bury. They've been crying everywhere. It's like we're in a war zone. What's going on here, for God's sake? Is this how we're going to have this election on November 11th? And I hear that
Welcome
the INEC officer.
That is Nigeria for you. One thing I have been telling this our leaders, when Nigeria, after the government said, he said, how many times will they tell you that Nigeria is not for you? Calling on President Tinubu will not solve the problem. How did he win his own? How did he win his own election? Those people, those foreigners that are not from Lagos, that are in the hospital, who were injured and sustained a lot of injury, was to make sure that he won. They lost their body, lost everything because it was in a way to make him win. So calling him to come and to stop this guy is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. So Senator Achonu, with this, you guys have already lost the election. I don't know why people do not understand that there's no proper election in Nigeria. Let me not go too far. You are aware that the same move Achonu was going to do a kind of gathering in a church for their campaign. It's an indirect campaign when they are being invited. So they don't want them to talk to the public. That's why they stopped him on the way. The same team of Senator Help Uzodimma went to one of the churches, a Roman Catholic church for that matter, in Okigwe, for the same campaign, and they were chased out. They were chased out of the church. Just look at the video clip there. This is what I'm seeing, just the way they chased them out, tell them to get out of the church. So because they were chased out of the church, they don't want any other candidate to go and campaign or talk in the church for anything. Who knows? I don't know. This is what I heard. We're here in America receiving the news. So if I put it that way, you guys should go investigate and know the right one. Want me to go investigate for you? Make it by me. I beg. Okay, moving forward. It's no longer a news that the governor has also denied the fact that the LSC chairman was beaten blue and black based on his plan to go on protest. So he was beaten. And the governor came debunked and said no, he's not responsible for the beating, he doesn't know what happened. If you ask me, why? As that one is still going on, you know that the autopilot IPOB has already said there was no going to be election. And the Nigerian army said there must be election. Based on that, look at, I want you to compare the, can you see the, just see what happened. Look at this one, look at this one. Battle day, Imo State is not a war battlefield, a war ground. It's just quite unfortunate. If Imo State survive this election, I think they will survive the other election. If Imo State survive, those are pity those who live in Imo State. If they could survive this election, because everybody is desperate to win. more especially the incumbent. He has the power. He controls everybody. The commissioner of police cannot be listened to by his voice because the governor has given a higher order. Hey, power really corrupt. Absolute power corrupt. Well, that is the way it is. So I want you to use this video this video is going to end by you comparing these two machineries, these armories, these weapons, these guys who have set the battle in array. Who is going to win? Is it this one or is it this one? Compare to yourself. Imo State, I pity you. If you live in Imo State and you're still hanging around, whatever you see will take. It's very quite unfortunate. Imo State is now a war zone. God, why? Wonderful people, with this news, I bring you to the end of today's news. I want to play with you. If you have never subscribed to our YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and all the social media handles, I want to encourage you to use this opportunity to follow us. We promise to do you our best. Encourage your brother. If the more you like, comment, encourage and share, the more Facebook will recommend you to people to watch. And your brother will be receiving blessing. I'm using what will make to bless people. And on the Igbo for that matter. You know, when the guy can organize, Udo Chineke chere n'ebe nọ ka emesịa na aka m bụkwa Geovika onye wetara news update na Geovika TV ụfọdụ ụfọlakpọ I don't from English land for in Igbo amam ihe ji Igbo mere m I don't know within the domain editor I go speak Igbo Jesus Christ is Lord ka emesịa na